wanting you to give a testimony to everyone out there about like our ancestors, like how the Scottish and the Irish and the Saxons, and then like our Aboriginal, like you talk about your Aboriginal ancestors, the Native Americans. Can you give a testimony to everyone about like how that awakening of the DNA and how that feels? Can you give a quick testimony? Then I got 2 points to make.
Well, I just saw a scientific report out over the weekend where they've, again, scientifically proven brain-to-brain communication, basically ESP. It's like your brain is broadcasting. There's a lot of things we don't understand, but that all the ancients were aware of. But again, we don't know exactly how it works. But they've now scientifically proven that it would take hours to get into it, but I promise you, I want to do a special report on epigenetics. I'm going to get more scientists on the subject. But long story short, it's not just in mammals. They can take chickens and raise them for 10 generations inside of a room that doesn't have trees, doesn't have images, anything in it. And then they can start projecting on the ceiling circles and things going by, and they don't care. But you have a hawk fly over, they all squawk and scream and run and hide in the chicken coop. And it is not learned. It is an instinct. And it goes way beyond that. And so when you start fighting for liberty, fighting for freedom, fighting for survival, that's why they say humans get better under stress. It then activates all of these instincts that go beyond instincts and are just like compressed data with digital information. We have compressed racial memory in there. That has been passed on through the DNA, through the mitochondrial DNA, through all of it. And the question is, how complex is it? Or how detailed is it? And that's why they have ritual. It's why they have rites of passage. The system is aware of this and uses the knowledge to program what traits they want in the ancestral memories, which areas they want to unlock versus areas they want to keep dormant. And so they're activating our worst aspects to control us while trying to shutter our best aspects. And they found in times of prayer, in times of meditation, the brainwaves raise to a higher level, and it begins unlocking a lot of that. That's why they put the fluoride in the water, the flicker rate in the TV. Everything is about suppressing brainwaves, consciousness, so that we don't go to the next level that we're meant to live in and care about being honorable and have a connection and have discernment. They want us kind of dumbed down and giggling and cynical and hateful and mindless and petty so that we don't transcend up to a level to be able to commune with God. And the world is so complex. It's one cannot be told about the Matrix, one must see it. But everything is about suppressing our awakening, suppressing our development, because you live again through your children. But also those that live before us, it's not just our children that we're gonna live through and their great-grandchildren. It's that we already are that expression of everybody before us. It's so epic on this planet with our ancestors seeing that same moon and that same sun and all the experiences and the shared griefs and the racial, cultural memories are all there. And it's just so much more important than stupid Hollywood stuff. It's so much more important than somebody laughing at you because you're trying to warn them and it's their defense mechanism. You see what a sad victim they are, who don't have any connection to their past or whose ancestors were just incredibly, just servile slaves to the system. Being a slave a lot of times means you're even stronger if you had that in your background versus people that come from someplace so corrupt and so evil that they're just people say that's a bad family or that's a bad gene pool. That's a bad group of people. Well, you look at the globalists, they want to kill all of us saying we've got bad gene pools. They've got the bad psychopathic predatory gene pools. And it's got to be dealt with. And so it comes down to that, this ancient battle that our ancestors fought with evil people, and everybody's got a mix of good and bad in their background, but it depends on the larger spectrum of it. And then you do have free will. You can choose. You can choose what path you want to go down. But if you have a preponderance of good people in your background, you're going to gravitate towards the good no matter what it takes. And then literally, I am a manifestation of all the people that came before me, and then it makes total sense that my ancestors acted just like I'm acting because it's who I am. I am them. They are me. It's incredible communion.
If you own a business, you need customers, right? Well, your potential customers are listening to this radio program right now.